Most people have never heard of Section 117 of the Mental Health Act, but a response I've received from Birmingham City Council shows why it matters, and it is in the public interest that people should be made aware of this particular section. In both the last financial year and this one, Birmingham Council has been providing aftercare under Section 117 to 6 people who have no recourse to public funds. The total cost, as you can see on your screens now, to the local taxpayer is from 24 to 25. It's cost them £243,173, and it's gone up to 25 to 26 at £252,265. That's around £41,000 to £42,000 per person every single year, and this is just one city. Now, this response has now triggered a national investigation with Restore Britain. I've started sending the same request to councils across the country to find out the full scale and cost. But what is Section 117? Well, let's just start with the basics. Under the Mental Health Act of 1983, if someone is detained in a psychiatric hospital for treatment, usually under Section 3, the law creates a powerful ongoing duty once they are discharged. And that duty is called Section 117 aftercare. It means that the local council and the NHS must provide free aftercare services, and these can include accommodation, sometimes with specialist supported housing, care staff and supported workers, community mental health support, and things like help with daily living. But crucially, this aftercare is free of charge, there's no means tested, and can last for months, years, or even the rest of someone's life in many cases. The duty only ends when both the council and the NHS agree that the person no longer needs it. And this is one of the strongest legal rights to free care and housing that exists in British law. And there is an immigration connection. Here's where it becomes a bit more controversial. No recourse to public funds, or NRPF, is an immigration condition. So it means a person is not allowed to claim most benefits or access most forms of housing support from the state. And it's designed to restrict access to the welfare system for people with certain immigration statuses. And under normal circumstances, someone with NRPF cannot get council housing or most benefits, but Section 117 aftercare is treated differently. Because it's a statutory duty under the Mental Health Act, not a standard welfare benefit, councils are still legally required to provide it. So even to people who have no recourse to public funds. So in simple terms, the immigration restriction that normally blocks access to public funds does not override the Mental Health Act duty. So that is why you can have a situation where someone who's not normally entitled to public support is still receiving expensive long-term accommodation and care paid for by the local authority. And Birmingham's response shows a clean and clear answer to this. It shows that they're currently supporting 6 people under this provision at a cost of more than £250,000 a year, so roughly 42k per person per year. Now imagine this is happening, right, in other large councils, maybe Manchester, Leeds, London boroughs, Birmingham's neighbours and so on. And even if the numbers are small in each place, the total national cost could be significant. And almost no one is tracking this publicly. And so that is why Restore Britain's investigations unit has submitted the same requests for information to councils across England. I want answers to 3 simple questions. Number 1, how many people with no recourse to public funds are receiving this Section 117 aftercare? Number 2, how much is it costing each council? And number 3, what is the total picture across the country? Now, it's important to note that this is not an argument against providing mental health aftercare. You know, people who have been detained under the Mental Health Act often need support when they leave hospital. That's, you know, part of, you know, state care. The issue is more transparency and accountability. When a legal duty allows people with restricted immigration status to receive high cost, long-term public support that they would normally be barred from, the public has a right to know how many people this applies to, what it costs, and whether the system is being monitored properly. And right now, that information is not routinely published. So it only comes out if someone like me with Restore Britain's investigations unit asks for it through the Freedom of Information Act. So this Birmingham response just shows a starting point. So as the replies come in from other councils, I will publish the full picture. Thank you very much.